Welcome back to another brand new game of Lost Lands Collection Edition. So, this one is Sand Captivity. So, this is brand new to me. But let's see how things get when things do get interesting. So, let's find out what the Sand Captivity is all about. So, let's go ahead and play. We're going to do casual, as always. But some of the challenges may require to do hard mode. Okay? So, let's do this. Let's do casual so we can get used to the game. Alright. And my coffee is ready, so I'm gonna let this roll so you guys can see what happens here.
The War Maiden found what she was looking for. She raised her head to see that one of the horsemen was rushing at full speed towards her. Minutes before her inevitable death, the ground beneath her suddenly collapsed, and the horseman sped past. It turned out that the War Maiden was saved by a stranger, Dwarf Fulner.
Hooray! Dad is here!
Hi, my darling. Mom, I have to show you something that we found at the excavations in Kherson. Judging by the symbols, it is from the Lost Lands. I couldn't open it.
Well, things just got interesting. Alright, so it looks like the father of the kid apparently just got petrified with sandstone, I guess?
We'll find a cure faster together with Marin. I hope he's at home.
So, this is quite the interesting concept. So, it locked up. I need a key. Okay, so we're gonna look around and see what we can find here. So, being that it's a brand new game, there are some collectibles we do need to keep an eye out for. So that is the morphing object and some of the collectibles. So, before we get started here, I am going to hit the menu here so we can give you the collections here. Okay? Now, as you can see, there is quite a few objects here that we can find naturally. Alright, so it looks like there are spicklets. There are manuscripts of the Lost Lands, and there's like 10 of those, it looks like. Okay. There's turtles. There is a shoe. Interesting. Why would there be a shoe in these kind of games? Interesting. A horseshoe. How lucky are you going to get? Hourglass. I wonder what time it is. Alright. Anyway, we've got morphing objects like I told you about. There's 30 of those, so it looks like there's going to be 30 areas, it looks like. So, with that, we're going to go and resume. Oh. Okay then. Alright then. So first up, we're going to look for whatever collectible is in here, plus the morphing object first, before we get started. Okay. Looks like the morphing object is right here, turning from a flower to a butterfly. I've seen that just now. Now, as far as the collectible, looks like it's a shoe, and it's right there. Okay? So keep this in mind when you're looking around. Make sure you look for the collectibles and the morphing objects, because it will help you in the long run. Okay? So, let's zoom in here. But we don't have anything that will help us out. Okay. Okay, well, let's figure this out, huh? Strange glow emanates from this stump. Interesting. Alright, well. Okay, Okay, so that looks like it's broken. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we need to kind of look around for stuff. Gardening scissors. Alright, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. At least. Alright, so now let's move this pot, because the key might be underneath, because who else would put a key inside that kind of plant, you know? Because it would be kind of interesting if they did. Alright, let's get inside.
What devastation. Marin hasn't been here for a long time. What is this above the fireplace? Is it our joint portrait?
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, alright then. Okay, after our last adventure, apparently returning to Lost Lands, it says, I promised Jim to spend more time with family, especially with his daughter, Kiana. The role of a grandmother was not easy for me, but I coped well until disaster struck. Jim brought back a box from the excavations, Judging by the symbols, it came to our world from the Lost Lands. I opened it. Jim grabbed some kind of artifact inside. And then my son began to turn into sand in the blink of an eye. I had to return to the Lost Lands again. The difference in the flow of time will allow me to save Jim. One day in the Lost Lands will be equal to an hour on Earth. I open up the portal into to Marin's house. I hope he can help me deal with this curse. However, that might not be as easy as pie. So we'll find out what's going on here. So, look through the 4-colored glass at the Fish of Tapestry to find out how to make the mixture that wakens the hidden light in them. So, we have to look at this. Okay, so we've got a gear. And by the way, we're not done in that area just yet. But we'll get back to that later. Alright, so we need to grab some glass.
The green glass shattered into very small pieces. I need to look for it somewhere else.
Okay, so we have colored glass. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and place this glass here. Alright. Looks like we need to find a pearl. Let's interact with the yellow. Oh, we need some poppy seeds. And then the red will give us a snake skin. But we need the green one in order to complete this potion or this stuff, whatever it is. So, in case you wondered about the achievements, I will explain them later, just not right now, since I'm already killing a lot of time anyway. So there is something here we need to do, so let's go ahead and look for the collectibles while we're at it. Alright, so as far as the collectibles, it took me a while, I guess, to understand where things are. So, here's the horseshoe right here. Okay, 1 out of 7. Now, if you look way over here by this map, of course, and look directly above it, morphing object sitting right there. Okay? Some of these areas I may know by memory, but if I don't, then who am I to judge? So, moving on. There is no achievement for the map. So you can use the map as many times as you want, practically. Okay? If you choose to use the map very diligently in your own way of doing things, then go for it. Be my guest. To make things go a lot more faster and quicker. Which, yes, you can, but it's going to be a little bit challenging, so keep this in mind. However, I'm going to change a couple things. Okay? Okay? Let's resume. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Looks like we need to get some animal figures to go in there. Looks like there's still something here we need to do. Ah, there we go. So let's back out of there. Let's get out of this area. I think that might cover it, but there is still something in there we need to do, so. Oh, Lord. Okay, well. There's something in here, so we're going to try to avoid using hints a little as possible. Okay? So let's see, we've got that. Huh. Alright. Well, it doesn't look like really much what I can do right now, so I might have to use a hint here. Because Because I don't know what I'm doing just yet. Okay, let's go in here and let's open that. Oh! Hey, look at that! We've got an owl. So let's go ahead and place that owl inside here. Okay? Looks like we need a bird. It looks like we need a boar. We need a bear. And it looks like some sort of goat, it looks like. And we need a deer. Interesting. So it looks like we have a lot to do for that one. There's still something here. What's going on here? That's not cool. Here I can prepare a mixture for fish. Interesting, but there's still something I need to do. Jesus. I am not liking this. Oh, I see. Okay, we've got a coin. Now, here's the interesting part. So, this, I'm pretty sure you guys remember how this was. So, we're going to go ahead and untwine this. And we get a wire. Plus, a keel. You remember those from the ice spell, didn't you not?
Buy anything for one kill, but local money will come in handy for me.
So, keels actually will come in handy depending on situation. So let's move that. Let's get the keel like underneath that. So there's 6 of those that we need. So let's hopefully we can find everything. You know, I mean, there's still something here. Like, that's just lame. Okay. We'll deal with that later. Just not right now. Alright, hint. What we got? Oh, there you go. Alright. Are we done in this area? Yes, we are. Good. Alright. Out of here we go. Alright. So it looks like, congratulations on your promotion, Professor of the Academy of Magicians. Huh. Sounds proud. If they would know all your merits, you would be at least a rector of for a long time. But it's for the best. You don't always have to show all your cards. I'm working on new inventions. The body of a dwarf is small, but the body of a gnome is sometimes even more difficult to work in, although it become much more convenient to explore some paces of the caves. Hope to see you soon. Sincerely, yours, Fulner. So it looks like Fulner is still around in this game, but I don't think we're gonna encounter him. I don't think. But I could be wrong though, to be honest. So, there's still something here we need to do, and that is what? I know it's not the pond. It's weird that I'm looking around for something, and I honestly don't know. Oh, here we go. Alright, so apparently it's missing 2 gears. So we need to find the second gear. So, to do that, let's find out where this last final gear sits. I think I just found the gear. let's go ahead and go over here. Grab that and... Okay. Alright, let's place the gears. There we go. Now open the bolt of the lock by moving the latches. Okay, so it's like a puzzle. So trying to figuring out how to work with the puzzle is actually quite the difficult part. Okay? So trying to move this stuff is actually going to be the hard part. But puzzles like this, I can work with. Quite literally, if you know what I mean. Okay, we're going to bring that down. We're going to bring this here. But we're really going to put like a pen of some kind for this to work with. So let's bring this down, but also bring this up. Bring this over, bring this down, bring this over, and then let's pin it. Okay? Okay, let's bring this here, but now we're going to go and bring these up. Now let's go ahead and try to pin this thing, huh? Okay, once that's up, done. All the way over, click. Alright, so now the gate is now open. So we had to pick a lock there, which is interesting. But now, since we have this going on, alright, looks like we've got... Alright.
Hey, do you know Marin? His hut is right here.
Nobody has lived there for a long time, and it's sad. My cart's wheel broke and the sacks of grain were torn. I've been standing here all day and there was no one to help me.
Oh, well that doesn't sound irreparable. I'll help you. Everything will be all right. Just tell me one more thing. Where is the Academy of Magicians? Do you know?
I know. The passage to the academy is through that dolmen over there. But it doesn't work. I don't know why. Oh, you won't leave now, won't you?
Well, of course not. I promise to help you.
So, we are going to help this halfling, actually. Which is kind of an interesting concept because, you know, it's I don't know what I don't know what they really are, so they're really called halflings. So there's a morphing object right here, and I kept looking at it like 3 times now. Alright, and then the boot sits right there. Okay, now let's go ahead and open this latch right here. And now let's go inside. We have chickens. Alright, the most annoying thing about this is that when they come out, they are annoying as all heck. So we're gonna grab some grain. Okay, and then we're gonna use set grain. As you can see, as annoying as they are, so halflings, small people, good-natured and hospitable farmers. Long ago, they were fleeing from sudden climate changes and migrated from this distant lands, which are now called the wasteland. They do not settle in large cities. They live in small settlements and villages. There is a such village in the Valley of the Guardians, Pumpkinton. Okay? So one manuscript has been found, but we will come back here to grab some stuff, I think, but I don't know what yet. Alright, so let's go over here. And it's taking a little bit, but let's go ahead and use the knife to get this cure. There's a couple things. We're gonna grab a pearl. We're gonna grab a cure. And that's it for that thing. Alright, so now let's go ahead and boop. Alright, now we're gonna take off set thing, and now this is the part where you have to do it yourself, pretty much, at the end here. So we're gonna put the little sleeve, and then we're gonna take this little stick, place it inside, use that rock to pound it back in place. And now, the next thing left to do is take care of this, and it will go back into the, this little wheel cart that this halfling has. But here's my problem. I don't have a sewing kit. So, let's see, is there anything else left to do in here? Yes, there is. So, we're gonna go over here, I guess, to grab this rope, I guess. But it looks like we might have to go back there at some point. Just not sure when. Alright, you chicken. Shush already. Okay, there's nothing left here. So, as you can see, the map is a little different. So, instead of having a full-on map where things are, it's actually little images of where things are. So, which is kind of a nice little setup. It really is. Alright, so there is something here we need to do. So, let's see here. I need new steps that can be attached to the stairs. I've already seen where I can get them. Alright, so we're going back, as you may know. And we're going to go here and grab these pegs. I don't need the sticks. I don't need this stick for the stick from the stairs now. But you will come back at some point to grab that. For what? You'll just have to wait and find out. Alright, so this will be the last thing to do here. So we're going to place these little things here. And then we're going to place that on top of that. But that's going to be it, actually. So if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. And I'll catch you guys in the next one of the Lost Lands Sand Captivity Collector's Edition. I'm your host, SurroundMan1. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.